Good morning, and join me for an hour of gentle yoga. This is Yoga with Lisa SXM, the gentlest yoga on the internet. At least I think so. So thank you very much for joining me. It's wonderful to have each and every one of you coming to see the live sessions or possibly watching them down lower on the page. The older recorded sessions are all there over this past whatever many months, 15 months, that we've been doing this every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 o'clock St. Martin time. Hey, I see Annie's already joined us. It's lovely to see you there, Annie. Thank you. All right, well, let's take a minute to stretch our legs out and give them a jiggle. Pull the flesh away from the sitting bones. Allow your hands to go, good morning, thank you, back behind your hips, and just lean back on your hands. Let your shoulders come up by your ears a little bit and sit back. Bend your knees, put your feet on the floor, and let the knees travel left and right like windshield wipers. Take it easy, take it slow. Thank you. Beautiful. All right, stretch those legs out. Sit nice and tall. Bring your hands to your shoulders. And imagine you're pushing straight up into the air, lifting something heavy over your head. Reach it up, stretch it up, breathe in. And bring it back down all the way to the shoulders. Hi, Audrey. Hands to the top of the thighs, slide them down to the ankles and slide them back up. Breathe in as you come up. Exhale as you bend forward. Reach it up. And bend forward, exhale. We're going to slow it down. Stay down for about 3 to 5 breaths, depending on how fast you're breathing right now. We're going to stay down. Let the head hang, let the neck release. Let the belly and hips release and arms. Everything soft and balanced and relaxed. Caterpillar pose, 3 breaths. Slowly drag your hands up, sit tall, and let's bring those legs in. Sitting as tall and beautiful as possible. Roll your shoulders back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then create a great deal of space between your ears and shoulders. Let those arms just hang. Hands can rest on your knees, perhaps palm up. Take a minute to close the eyes. We're going to breathe deep in through the nose, filling the deepest part of the belly first, and then filling all the way up to the throat and into the sinuses. Exhale, allow the air to escape through the mouth or the nose, whatever suits you. Just an easy, long, slow exhalation. Inhale again through the nose, deep into the belly. And then down and exhale. A minute to just slow everything down. Turn your focus inward to your true self. Acknowledge that true self that lives inside your heart, inside your soul, inside your spirit. Find gratitude. Release any anxiety or worry or anger or fear. Let it go. Let it just dissipate away. Thank you for that. Beautiful. We're going to lift our prayer hands up overhead. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, bring it right back to the heart. Bow the head. Breathe in. Lift it up. Exhale, bring it back down. This time, reach up as high as you can. Stretch your fingertips up to the ceiling. Reach one hand higher than the other. Stretch tall. Reach up. Grab something in your mind and pull it all the way down. Reach up, grab a piece of fruit from a tree or a balloon that's escaping. Grab it and pull it back down. Reach up, pull it down. Reach way up, pull it way down. Breathe. Beautiful. Let's push those hands straight out. Imagine your arms are like water waves. We're moving and undulating through the shoulders, activating the torso, the upper part of the midriff, the side ribs, underneath the armpit, all the way up and down, fingertips, wrists, flexibility through the elbow and shoulder. All right, let's make the waves bigger, water waves going all the way overhead, and tilt the body a little bit side to side. Breathe in and out. Big breath in, all the way out. 2 more times. Take your time, slow it down. And then we'll bring those water waves back to small waves. And stillness, stretch the arms out, stillness on the sea. The sea reflecting the ocean, reflecting the sky on the ocean surface. Beautiful stillness. Bring it into a prayer. Wonderful. Let's interlock the fingers and squeeze that double fist as tight as you can, and then open wide, big breath in. Exhale, squeeze the hands together. One more time, open, breathe in. And squeeze the hands together, and we're going to invert the fingers and round the back, drop the head, push the hands way forward. Lift them up overhead just like that, straight arms right overhead. Big breath in, and when we exhale, bring the hands to the back of the head or the neck, and look up through the top of your eyes. Ask those elbows to go back, as far back as they can. Look up through the top of your eyes. Blink your eyes. Push your interlocked fingers straight up overhead again. Breathe in. And round your back. Drop the hands in front. Drop your head. Round your back as much as it'll round. Push the hands way forward. And then bring it back to your prayer. Beautiful. We're going to keep the hands right there. Spread the fingers wide though. Press your fingertips together. And elevate the elbows, so the elbows are on the same level as the wrists. Press the arms together, press the hands together, press the fingertips together. Keep pressing. Keep breathing. Use some strength in your hands, in your fingers, in your wrists, in your forearms. Develop some strength in those biceps and triceps and shoulders. Even activate your chest muscles underneath your collarbone, below your collarbone, and your shoulder blades in the back of your back, and the side ribs underneath your armpits. Use all of that. Keep pressing, keep breathing. Keep pressing. Awesome, release. Let's interlock the hands or hook them into hooks and interhook them. And then pull, using all the same muscles that we just used to push. Now we're using them to pull. Keep pulling, keep breathing. If you want, you can change how your hands are interhooked, but then just continue to pull. Keep pulling. Awesome. Stretch the hands straight out now. Fingertips straight up. We call these rake hands. Fingers spread wide. Fingers straight up, and then we drop them down. Lift them up and drop them down. All the way up, just the wrists moving, nothing else is moving. Up and down, and up and down. All right, let's play the trumpet a little bit, make those fingers work. Let's make it like we're playing the trumpet, but in front so we can see our fingers, and then we'll play the piano, straight fingers, and bent fingers, straight, and thumb is working too. And bent, play the piano, play the trumpet, shake them out. Nice work, guys. And let's take a little squeeze to the shoulder blades. Take your hands behind your back, interlock your hands behind your hips, and straighten your arms. Big breath in. Release. All right. Find yourself in a nice wide straddle. We're going to get those legs out to the side a little bit. And just take your hands on top of your thighs. Slide your right hand down towards your right ankle, and then come up. Then we do the left hand down towards the left ankle, and come up. And we'll go back and forth a few times. And let this be your movement that suits your body and your issues that you have in probably your shoulders or hips or arms or back. So listen to your body. Be gentle with yourself. Don't overdo it. Don't push past your limits. If something feels awkward or wrong or painful or sensitive, back away from it and just focus on breath. You can always catch up with us when we do something that's more suited to what you need to do. You can always modify it just a little bit if you need to. That's awesome. All right, come back up. Bring those hands and arms reaching straight out over the feet, and we're going to reach through the strength of the torso here, working the torso. Reach and reach. Reach and reach beyond your toe. Reach out and reach out. Give it a reach and another reach. All right, both hands reach out and bring them up. Breathe in. Bring it to your heart. Sitting is super tall. If you need to, pull the flesh away from your sitting bones so you can feel that connection to the earth. We're going to bring the hands down in front. Actually, let's just stop for a second and put our hands right inside the knees and push the legs out from the hips a little bit so the feet flop outward a little bit. So just push and then let them come back. Push out, let them come back. And this time push out. Try and keep them a little bit pushed out as you put your hands on the floor. And we bend the elbows, push it back. If you need a pillow, feel free to get a pillow and use one or two or more as you need for a little bit of support. You can put your hands on the pillow, however it suits you. If you've got yoga blocks, maybe that will suit you as well. All right, we're going to slow it down, see if we can stay at a point where we feel the stretch is doing some good, some benefit to the body. So wherever that is for you, take a moment, stay right at that edge, that therapeutic edge. I see Jane has joined us. Hi Jane, thank you so much for being with me today. Are you doing your yoga? I know you love the straddle stretch. Are you doing it? I feel like maybe you're laughing too, so that's why I'm laughing. Okay, let's see if we can walk it back. Bring it back up. All right, turn your whole body to look towards your left leg. Put your hands on either side of your knee and bring your forehead down to your knee, or at least point your forehead in the direction of your knee. Come up and breathe in. Exhale, come down. Breathe in, up, and down. And up, and down. Staying down. And slowly push up, come back to the middle. Hands in front. Think about those knees and legs pivoting outward. Bend the elbows, come down and push up. Find your range of motion, whatever it is, and honor it by working it right up to the edge and then back away. Breathe in and out. And let's see if we can stay at or near the edge. If you want, you can be on your elbows. Hands to the floor, push yourself back, up, and we're going to turn the whole body to look towards the right leg down. One hand on either side of the knee. Bow the head over that right knee. Come up with a breath in. Exhale, bow the head. Forehead points down towards the knee. Come up and take a breath. And bow down. And we'll stay down this time. Forehead close to knee. Against the floor, come back, walk back to the center, and let's go up and down a few more times. Down, breathe in, come up, exhale, down, breathing in, we lift, and down we go. All right, staying down. And then hands to the floor. Push yourself back up. And stay on the floor. We're going to look over the left shoulder. Come back face forward. Look over the right shoulder. Back and forth. Take a breath with each movement. Wonderful. Walk your hands back up and let's bring those legs in. We're going to reverse the wide open straddle by crisscrossing the knees. So take a minute to put the bottom leg, I've got my left on bottom, the knee is in front pointing at you, the camera, and my heel comes back by my right hip. Then the right leg on top, knees stack vertically in front of the hips. And the right hand is by my left hip. So the feet are back by the hips and the legs are crossed. And then we rest our hands on our feet, sitting tall, close the eyes and breathe. Let me show you a funny way to get out of this. You can either just switch your legs around and find yourself seated like that. But if you're up for a fun, fast move that will reverse everything. Okay, so we're going to try, the feet are back here, right? We're going to try and come up onto our knees and then up onto our feet. And then walk the hands all the way around. And then when you come down, your knees will be exactly reversed like they were before. That's kind of a fun way to do that. Hands rest on the feet, sitting tall and proud. Erect and at peace. Close the eyes. And if you want to, you can bend forward, bring your forehead close to your knee. Beautiful. Uncross your legs. And let's get up on hands and knees. Scoot the camera back a bit. Hold on. That's not too bad. Okay, now here we go. Rounding the back up, dropping the head, dropping the tailbone, cat position. Take a minute to make sure your knees are under your hips and your wrists are under your shoulders, fingers spread wide, and then we will proceed to the cow position, swaying the back down, lifting the face, lifting the tailbone. Remember, we're pushing away with the shoulders. Don't allow yourself to collapse in the shoulders. Push away strong. And then back and forth between cat and cow, just for Audrey. Take your time, breathe deep. Come back to a nice flat table. Turn your toes under and let's lift up to our first downward dog of the morning. Find that perfect spot for your feet. Shift your weight back and forth a bit, left and right. Find your good spot for your hands. And then once you're settled, lift the hips, push them back and up, and drop your head between your arms down towards the yoga mat. Let your neck release. If you want to, you can bring your feet together, put all your weight on one foot, and try the three-legged dog, bringing one foot up. And then switch the feet, and let the other foot point up or back. And return to a nice, stable, strong downward dog. Beautiful. Bring the knees down and lower yourself down into pose of a child. Walk your hands forward, turn your palms up, drop the head down by the knees. And as we stay in pose of a child for a minute, we're just going to walk our hands towards the left and let the hips move a little bit to the right. And then walk your hands forward again and then over to the right. Let the hips move a little bit to the left. Walk your hands back and let's come back up into table. Arch and sway, cat and cow. Take your time. All right, bring it to a flat back. Look around your hip, look around your shoulder for your hip, and then look the other way for the other hip. Move the hips left and right. Look around the shoulder for the hip. Don't worry about actually seeing it. It's more about looking for it. Okay, let's speed it up and let the head kind of stabilize. Let the hips do all the work here. Wag your tail like a puppy dog. All right. Well, it's about that time. We're going to get ready for our plank, which is the challenging thing that we've been doing lately. Now, think about it. If you're just joining our group, then you're certainly welcome to try and do the plank with us. But if it's a little strenuous for you, we've been slowly building up strength because we're a seniors group. And so the challenge is to hold the plank for 60 seconds. If you're new and you don't think you have that kind of stamina and strength, that's fine. Don't judge yourself. Don't feel bad. Just take it as a low plank on your elbows. And you can even be on your knees if that helps you. The most important thing is that you give it a try and stop when you feel like you're exhausted, and then still feel good about yourself because you gave it a try. So we're going to get ready now to get up on hands and knees. I'm going to get my clock here, my second hand. Now we're going to do the 60 seconds. First 15 to 20 seconds are just a strong hold, and then we will begin to lift one hip, one heel, and then the other. So one leg at a time lifts with straight leg from the hip. Then we'll do some more straight hold, another maybe 5 or 10 seconds of straight plank hold, and then we'll try the Spider-Man where the knees come around the outside, approaching the elbow. So I will show you what that looks like now, and then we'll do it together, okay? So the first part is the leg lift in our plank, just a strong, steady plank, like so. And then we're going to pick up a heel and drop it. Put the toes on the ground, and then other heel up and drop it. So we'll do that a few times, and then we'll bring the knee to the elbow, knee to elbow. That's the Spider-Man plank. Okay? So now I've shown it to you, and I'm already tired. but I'm going to do it with you for the 60 seconds right now. So here we go. Get up on your plank. And we're already going good. All right, let's start picking up the right heel. Put it down. Pick up the left heel. Drop it down. Right heel up. Drop it down. Left heel up. Put it down. One more time. And come back to strong, steady plank. Hold and breathe. Feel strong. Doing good. Okay, let's bring the knee towards the elbow. And back. Spider-Man. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. There you go. Last one. All right, hold your plank. Strong and strong and strong. You did it. That's 60 seconds. Come on down to your knees. Yay, congrats. Try and do your plank challenge every day. At least a 30-second plank. Straight plank every day to keep building strength and stamina in the core, in the arms. And we'll get there eventually, don't you think? I think we're doing good. It's difficult, but it's important as well. All right, so let's take a minute to work on shoulders. And we're just going to bring the fingers, tips to the shoulders, and circle them around. Big circle, breathing in and out. And let's reverse it over the top to the front. All right, awesome. That was shoulders. Let's work with hips now. Laying on your back. Take a minute to just settle in. Make sure your hips and shoulders have equal weight, equal distribution of your weight. And arms can go wherever feels comfortable. I love to put my arms up into surrender pose, but that's optional. You can also have your arms alongside your body. I suggest palm up, but that's not required. And we're going to make those feet walk a little bit away from the hips. So the knees are bent and up, but your heels are not close to your hips. Yeah, drop both knees to the left. Just hang out here for a minute. Try to relax the right hip. The right hip and the tailbone area. Just let them go. Sinking down. And then we'll pick the knees up and let them go all the way to the right. And now we try and relax the left hip. Left hip and tailbone area. Sinking down. When you're ready, you can bring those knees up and all the way to the chest. Hands come to the knees, squeeze it in, and release. Squeeze it in, and release. Squeeze it in, and release. And squeeze it in and hold. Strong arms, holding those legs in at your chest. Pull the knees into your chest. And let your tailbone sort of curl up off the floor as you pull your knees in. Big breath in. And out. Let the knees go wide as they feel like they want to. Don't force them. And then let them come halfway back in. We're going to rock left and right. Beautiful. Stretch those legs up into the air. Stretch the arms up into the air. Flex the ankles, flex the wrists. Straight legs if you can manage, but if the legs are bent, that's okay. That's as far as you got today. We work every day, we work every week, and eventually you'll have a little more flexibility, a little more freedom of range of motion, more youthful vigor. All right, let's flex and point the wrists and ankles. Keep breathing. All right, put those arms and legs up into the air as high as possible. Bring your head off the floor and reach for the ceiling. Reach it up, bring your hips off the floor, bring your shoulders off the floor. Reach up to the ceiling with the top of your head, tips of your fingers, tips of your toes, reaching up. Keep breathing. And slowly come on down. Bend your knees, stretch your arms and legs out on the floor, and relax. Take that right knee up and circle it around. We bend the knee and circle it around as big as you can go. Big circle. If you feel like you've got a clicking sensation in your hip, make your circle a little smaller. For sure, if you feel limitations in your movement or pain or sensitivity, make your circle smaller. But if you can, make it big and change direction whenever you feel like it. Keep breathing. Awesome. Changing direction. All right, stretch the legs straight up. Bring your hands to reach for the knee. Grab on wherever your hands reach. Gently pull the leg towards the face an inch or two and then back to vertical. And keep going, but be super careful about overstretching your hamstring. Just explore gently. How far will the leg come before I feel like that's far enough? Let it go back to vertical where it's in your comfort zone, and then begin to slowly, gently pull again. It's really more about trying to relax and breathe than it is about bringing that leg way down by your face. All right, let's see if we can hold the leg steady right at your edge of your range of motion, or near it. And we're just going to hold the leg steady and still for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, it is typical that the muscle gives a reflex that allows a little bit more stretch. So a static stretch of 30 seconds is an excellent idea to allow the hamstring to lengthen and loosen. All right, so let's see if we can go a little deeper now. If you don't want to, you don't have to, it's fine. If you feel like you want to, maybe one extra half inch into your range of motion, into your therapeutic edge. Hold right there at your new edge and keep breathing. Release and let the leg go slowly to the floor like the second hand of a clock, not too fast. Once it's down, the other leg can come up, bend the knee, circle that knee all the way around. Big circle if it's okay with your hip, and keep breathing. Stretch that leg up and reach your hands, grab a hold wherever your hands contact the leg, and then gently pull the leg a little closer to the face and back to vertical. As I said before, be very gentle, don't overstretch. Listen to the body with love and respect. Find that range of motion and work your range, whatever it may be. Keep breathing. Be gentle. All right, let's see if we can get at or near that edge of our range of motion and hold the leg for a static stretch, 30 seconds, nice and still, lots of breathing. feel like you want to go a little deeper now that we've been patient, maybe it'll go a little deeper, but be gentle. Hold at your new edge. Keep breathing. And then when you're ready, release. Bring the leg down slowly, like the second hand of a clock. Slowly down to the floor. Once both legs hit the floor, we reach the arms overhead, stretch the body long. Big breath in, expand the rib cage. Point your toes and stretch like you just woke up from the most wonderful sleep. Awesome. All right, let's do a little spinal twist here. We're going to do it a bit different today. Let's start with the left leg over the right knee. Just cross your legs like you're sitting at a table and you've got your legs crossed. Bring the arms out to the side, palm up, straight out from your shoulders, and then drop both knees to the right. Once the knees are down, wherever they're going to stop, you can separate the knees a little bit and decide how you want your legs to be. You can look straight up, your head can go left, right, or straight up, depending on which way makes you relax more. This is a relaxing pose. Relax in your spinal twist. Beautiful. When you're ready, roll back onto your back and bring those knees up to your chest. Hands come to the knees. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and hold. And then bring the feet to the floor near the hips. Cross the right knee over the left. Arms out to the side, palm up. Drop both knees to the left and then adjust the legs as you like. Recline spinal twist is super healing, so let the relaxation sink deep into your bones. Don't resist gravity anywhere in the body. And breathe deep to clear out your toxins and waste products that store in the body when we don't relax, when we don't access those deeper parts of the body. And make any little adjustment that you need to make in order to make it even more relaxing. Luxuriate in this reclined spinal twist. Breathe deep. When you're ready, you can come back up to seated. We're just going to sit quiet for a moment. Allow some meditation to take place. thank you for that. Thank you for indulging my need for a moment of meditative silence. Thank you for that. I hope you got something from it as well. Let's work on our breath now. Seated in a nice tall posture, breathing in for 8 counts, holding the breath in for 5 counts, exhaling for 8 counts, and then hold the breath out of the body empty of air for 5 counts. So this is forms a rectangle. They call this rectangular breathing. Breathing in for 8, hold for 5, out for 8, hold for 5. So to synchronize all of our breathing together, let's take a big breath in now and let it all go out. And let's breathe in for 8 counts starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue breathing on your own counting. Awesome. Return to a normal breath, normal natural rhythm, and notice how you feel. Beautiful. Let's attempt to get up into a yoga squat from this position. Sit on the floor on our yoga mat. Put your hands behind you. Bring your feet onto the floor in front. Make them a little bit wider and turn the toes a little bit pointed out. Scoot your heels way back close to your hips. And then push with your hands and come up onto your feet. Bring your elbows inside your knees. Adjust the location of your feet. If they're too close or too far, scoot them in or out. The elbows point out, push out against the knees. The knees push in against the elbows. Hands come to prayer pose. And try to push your hands together at the same time you're pushing your elbows against your knees. Somewhere in there, it allows you to bring your body upright and erect. A really beautiful posture in the lower back, middle back, and upper back. Beautiful. Let's put the hands on the floor in front of the feet and lift the hips and drop the head. Forward fold. Drop that head, relax the neck. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit and turn so maybe you can see me. Let's move the hips in a figure 8, around and around and around. Everything is
fairly loose. The body is swaying as you move your hips in a figure eight. Maybe your head sways as well. Nice. Let your feet go just a little wider. Heel and toe your feet a little bit wider. Bring your left hand to your right foot and grab a hold on the little toe edge. Swing your right hand up into the air. Look up in that direction. Beautiful. Bring the hands down and figure eight some more. Let's bring the right hand to the left foot. Hook on your fingers to that little toe edge of your left foot and swing your left hand up into the air. Look up in the direction your hand went. Hold and breathe. And then bring it down. Hands to the floor. And we're going to bring those feet back in underneath the hips. Heel and toe your feet together. Bend your knees. Put your hands on your knees. And push yourself up. Standing on your feet, find your mountain pose. All right, swing those arms out and up, stretch up and reach up. It's all about reaching up. Get those fingertips reaching up, one hand at a time reaching up, both hands reaching up. Whatever feels good right now, stretch tall. Enjoy the length of your body from the floor all the way to the tips of your fingers. And then bring the hands together and bring that prayer right down to your heart. And keep the spine elevated and lengthened. Beautiful. We're going to do a warrior sequence, so get ready for standing with your legs apart. Turn the left foot along the length of your yoga mat. The back foot, the right foot, is across the yoga mat. The back leg is straight, the front knee is bent, the knee is over the heel. Do not put your knee in front of your toes or even in front of your heel. Keep the knee over the heel. Bring the hands out to the side and look over your front fingertips. Feel strong, rise up in the chest, sink down in the shoulders, sink down the pelvis, heavy through the hips, tall through the torso. Beautiful. Strong warrior two pose. I'm going to turn to warrior one. We're going to turn the back foot a little bit and pivot the whole body, looking over that front knee, and bring hands up overhead. Warrior one. Come back to warrior two. And let's do the graceful warrior. Drop your back hand, lift your front hand, and arch back. Graceful warrior. And then back to warrior two. Bring that left elbow down to the left knee and rest the elbow on the knee and bring the right arm over so it's in line with the right leg. Side angle pose. From side angle pose, we're going to come straight back through warrior two and all the way to graceful warrior. So strong, lift up, warrior two, graceful warrior. Come all the way back to side angle pose. And back to graceful warrior. And back to warrior two. Let's bring the back hand to join the front hand. Bring the prayer that you made here and bring it to your forehead. Bowing down, watch your balance. This is easy to get a little tipsy here. Humble warrior, prayerful warrior. Tai Chi the arms around in a circle, come back to warrior two. And let's switch it around, do the other side now. Turn your feet. Warrior two on the other side. Remember to rise through the chest, sink through the hips, shoulders lower down. Let's turn to warrior one. Turn the body and lift the hands up. Come back to warrior two. Drop the back hand, lift the front, arch it back. And then back to warrior two. Bend the front elbow and bring it down to the knee. Let it carry the weight of the body down. Bring the arm over so we have a straight line from heel to fingertips. Side angle pose. And we come up to warrior two, and all the way to graceful warrior, back arched. Side angle pose, warrior two, and graceful. And back to warrior two. Hold your warrior two strong for a moment and breathe deep. And we'll take that back hand and travel it around to meet the front hand. Find your prayer in front of your face and bend the elbows, bring it to your forehead. Then bow down over the knee, watch your balance, be careful. Tai Chi it back to warrior two. All right, come back to a mountain pose. Stand tall and strong. Arms out to the side and up, stretch up, breathe in. Into your heart. Beautiful. Let's take another wide-legged stance. Turn both feet this time to the left. Keep both knees straight. Don't bend either leg. We're going to hinge at the hips. Put your hands on your hips or your waist and hinge at the hips. Come down and back up. Down, breathe out. Inhale, come back up. And one more time. Let's turn the other way. Both feet pointing to the right. Both legs straight. Hands on hips. We're going to hinge at the hips and the waist, the back will stay straight. Coming down. Breathe out. Coming up, breathe in. Exhale, bend it down. Inhale, come up. One more time down. And up. And come back to mountain pose. Beautiful. Stretch it out and up. Breathe in. Find your prayer. Connect your weight down into the earth with intention and attention. Let's lift the hands up. Tuck your tailbone under. Tuck your belly in. Lift the fingertips up. Squeeze your arms with against your ears. Drop the right hand and let it go down to hang by your leg. Look at it down there. Stretch the other hand way up, lengthening the left side of the body. Looking down at the right hand as it hangs. Shake that right hand and let it swing. Beautiful. Let it stop on its own. Once it's stopped, then we lift it up, stretch up, breathe in. Left hand starts to sink, let it sink. Then look at it down there. Reach the other hand way up. Up, 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 stretch, lengthen. Swing your arm, the lower arm, back and forth, forward and back. Once it stops on its own, it rises. Watch it rise. Reach both hands up, stretch up, breathe in. And then bring it back to prayer. Let's do a celebration stance to end our class today. Standing on strong feet, a little bit wider than the hips, toes pointed just a little bit out. Come down, lift the hands behind, look down at the feet. And then swing the hands down past your feet and all the way up. Stretch up, breathe in, celebrate. Swing them back down, exhale, look down. Breathe it up, breathe in. And one more time, exhale, bring it down. Swing them all the way up, breathe in. Hands together in a prayer pose, bring it to your heart. And rejoin me in a seated pose for closing out our class today. Let's interlock our fingers again like we did at the beginning and squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze, move the hands in a circle.
the other way. And then just lay the hands in the lap and release your neck. Let your head hang down in front of your chest. If you're right-handed, bring your right hand to the back of your neck, your dominant hand. So if you're left-handed, use your left hand. And just squeeze and release a few times on that beautiful neck of yours. Squeeze and release. Bring the other hand up if you want. You can do that lovely stretch that we do. Bring the fingers back by the shoulder blades. Elbows go way up by the top of your head. Reach your fingertips down into the muscle tissue of the upper back and push those fingertips in and then drag them over the top of the shoulders all the way to the front, exhaling. Let's reach back again, breathe in. Find those fingertips digging down into the tissue inside your shirt. Don't be on the outside of your shirt. Reach inside. Get the tissue of the muscles compressed by the squeezing of the fingertips and then drag it over the top of the shoulder. Breathe. One more time. Beautiful. Let's do a few thymus thumps for our immunity in the middle of the chest, thumping the fingertips hard against the thymus gland and the sternum. You can go out and in, out and in, down and up, down and up, out and in, out and in, down and up, down and up. Let's go above the collarbone into the base of the neck, all the way up into the jaw, down and up, down and up. Into the cheeks, above the jaw, up below the eyes, and down to the jawline, up to the cheeks, down to the jaw. Keep thumping those fingertips hard against the skin, stimulating all the glands and all of the nerves and all of the blood vessels and everything. All right, let's go up to the forehead, the hairline, down to the eyebrows, and up, down, and up. And then down below, beside the eyes, through the temples, through the cheeks, through the jaw, through the neck, down to the sternum. Slide the hands together. Get some warmth there. Make your hands warm through the friction of sliding your hands together. And place those warm palm of your hands over your eyes. Rest your fingertips on the top of your head. Take a moment to just drift in your internal universe. And as you drift, may the feeling of peace fill your heart. Find gratitude for your life and all your blessings. Fill your heart with joy. Have empathy and care for those that need extra encouragement, healing energy, support, and love. Please know that I love each and every one of you. I send you my love, my joy, my support, and my prayer for peace out into the world. Join me next Thursday as we get ready for the full moon of July. And until then, I remain yours through yoga. Namaste.